All right, I got a little bit better screen set up here so that I can look at this full size and then still have my web inspector. And then also I'm going to be showing you how you can use this worksheet. Okay, so what we're going to start to do is we're going to start to just kind of format this to be able to better accept some information. So this stuff down here, I'm going to just right click, hit inspect, and anything that you don't want, you can just click in here on the element and hit delete, and it'll kind of just get rid of that for you. And then let's see, site license, yeah, I don't want that anymore. So I'm just going to keep deleting stuff. You go away, you go away. Cool. Okay, so now we have a little more space to work. Got this like nice clean page. And then again, if you refresh, all of this will go away. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so we're going to still keep using just this element style area, and we're going to start to target some other elements. So I'm going to leave this one alone, the English one alone for now, and I'm going to inspect some other ones. Now, be careful because if you click on this, this is actually a link, and it'll take you away from the page, okay? And that'll undo all of your work. So be careful not to just regular click, just make sure that you're right-clicking, okay? So I'm going to right-click, hit inspect, and that's going to bring me directly over that piece of type, okay? So I want this one here, and then I'm going to start to throw in some of these properties that I have here, okay? So first thing I'll do is, let's change the color again. Okay, so I just started typing color. I can hit enter. It'll bring me to the value section of the property value pair. And then I have some options for you here. So you can just use like those color codes, or you can actually go to the color picker friend, and you can pick an exact color that you like. I love a neon green. Just copy this hex color here, this code, click back in here, and we'll just do color, and then just paste that code. All right, so that'll give us that nice green. Okay, and then let's do a background color again. And we can, we can use another one of these colors. Let's say we want to do purple. So do background color. All right, and then let's give it a width. So we'll say 10 VW. And again, when you're in this section, you can just use your arrow keys to kind of toggle. And let's do a height of, let's say, 20 VW. Okay, and maybe we'll leave that kind of small. All right, now what we can do is we can actually interact with the HTML itself as well. So let's say we don't want this to say French. Let's say we wanted to say something else. You can go ahead and just copy and paste type from something. Something kind of fun from the land of the internet is going to be like Bacon Ipsum. Well, let's start here. Lorem Ipsum. Okay, Lorem Ipsum is just like copy type, like nonsense type that you can generate, but there's a bunch of different Ipsums. There's like Back to the Future. Lorem Ipsum. Okay, so what you can do is you could just say I want like 3 paragraphs or like 1 paragraph. Hit generate, copy it. So you can get whatever kind of type you want. I'm just showing you some options. And then in here, where the actual word is, you can delete it and then paste your type in there. Click anywhere else, and then your type will be there. Okay. So I'll go back to my type. All right, let's find that again. So if you lose it, right, I kind of have like lost my place a little bit, just go ahead and re-inspect. All right, and if you can't find it again, just toggle down on these arrows. See how that opens and closes it? Then we'll get back to our styles, okay? So, great, so here's our style again. Let's give it a bit more height. Okay, And then let's add in a couple things from our worksheet here. So some things I want to look at. Let's try this border, okay? So some of these ones that are a little more advanced than like background, color, I would highly encourage you to just copy and paste these from the worksheet. So let's just grab border here. I just copied it, Command C, and then I'll go in here and I can just paste it, okay? And that will give me a border. There's a bunch of fun things you could do with a border. You could do a solid border, you could do a dotted border. So if you kind of just start typing here based on what the worksheet says, let me drag this a little bit more here. I'll do like, let's say 1 VW. It should just give you some options here. You should be able to do like dotted. I'm not sure where those options are coming up, but dotted is one. And then you would give it a color, red, yellow, blue, green. I'll just leave it the regular color here. Okay, and then let's try one other. So let's try border radius. Okay, so border radius is what you can do to round out the corners of an element. So elements are always square. So with this one, you can start to round it out. And I'm just going to click in there. All right. And then let's say I want to move this around a little bit, right? Let's say I want to move this just somewhere else. What I can do is I can say margin. And I can do margin like margin top, margin left, margin bottom, margin right. And margin is going to put space in between different elements. So let's say, oops, it disappeared. Let's say margin dash right. And let's say 10 VW. Okay? Now, here's the thing about CSS. If this doesn't work, right, if this isn't working, then try something else. So instead of margin, we can try padding. All right, and padding will actually allow you to make the space of an element bigger. So we could do padding right, and then maybe like padding bottom. Okay, and that's going to allow us to sort of make these bigger shapes. And as you make the shapes bigger, you may want to also increase your border radius. So we'll go to the border radius here, and we'll add more, so that it'll make it nice and round. Okay, and let's add one more thing while we're here. So let's try this transform. Okay, so transform rotate is going to allow you to rotate stuff, and things are going to get really wild. Okay, so transform rotate, and go ahead, just copy and paste this in exactly like that, and we can rotate stuff and put it kind of like exactly where we want it. Cute, we're cute. Okay. Last thing I will show you is how to work with images and how to work with some more complex positioning.